What's up, everybody? Welcome to HPT. Today, we're going to be breaking down March 26, 2025. But more importantly, we are going to be breaking down the key to becoming a consistently confident, proper, on point, just amazing trader. And that is one word: execution. Execution is your pathway to becoming the trader that you've always wanted to become. And I'm going to explain to you this in this video, right? Because I traded for a long time. And I tried tons of different strategies. I've tried supply and demand, support and resistance. I've tried the break and retest. I've tried double tops, I've tried everything. And I've come to the realization it's not the strategy that makes you consistent. It's your ability to execute it, which is why you need a simple system. You need a system that's easily repeatable. You need a system that you believe in. And today in this video, that's exactly what I'm going to break down to you today, right? Because you are only as good as your system. High Performance Trader is the YouTube channel that collects reliable data and builds profitable systems based off that data. And today in this video, I'm going to break down once again how our system performed today, March, 26, 2025, right? So before we go any further, let me whip out the trade. I'm going to show you what we did. And today, just like every other day, okay? Every single day, it's my job to do one thing, right? My job is to do one thing, and that is to execute. It is not my job to guess what's going to happen. It is not my job to predict what's going to happen. It's not my job to even draw lines all over my chart, right? My job, my sole purpose in this game is to execute appropriately. When I see my edge, I pull the trigger. There's no guesswork. There's no extra thought. We took one trade today. One trade. It wasn't even a massive win. I think I made, let's look at it. One trade. I made $330 trading one SPX contract. And all what I did was follow not my gut, not anything other than the strategy. The strategy is insanely simple. And this is the thing. You need a simple set of criteria that you're going to be able to spot extremely easy tomorrow and pull the trigger when you see it. That is your job. It is not your job to predict things. It's not your job to guess. It's not your job to hope. Sure as hell ain't your job to hope. It is your job to execute, right? So this is the trade that we took. There's some cool things I want to point out about this trade, right? So before we go any further, by the way, guys, for March, it is March 2025. I am offering for the next 10 days or 6 days, 20% off Trader Bootcamp in the monthly subscription to the Discord. This is 20% off, right? This is literally for less than $1.50 a day. You can trade with us and capture the trades we take. Right? You can literally capture it. You'll be a part of it. Be a part of the webinars. Trade with us live. Right? You can see us, how we execute. More importantly, you get all the information. You get all the data, the high-level summaries, Trader Bootcamp. You get all the knowledge we've accumulated and created into a fire system. So take advantage, because in 5 days, it's going to be much different. Right? So once again, subscribe, get involved, and more importantly, click that first link and subscribe to our data reports that I send out weekly so I can prime all the traders out there to be able to execute on this strategy. And shout out to you guys. I have gotten over 100 people this month to sign up to the high-level summaries. They are working tremendously, and I'm going to show you why it is they work, right? So the goal of this recap is not to be on here and go, wow, look at me. Look what I did today, right? That's not the goal. The goal is for you to learn how to execute this strategy, because I know and believe with every piece of fiber in my heart that if you focus on execution and stick to this strategy that currently has an 82% win ratio, you will make consistent money in this game. I know it. I know this because that's what I do. That's what the whole team does. Everybody on High Performance Trader literally executes this system day in and day out, right? So once again, why is it important, right? I named this video, Execution is the Key to Consistency. Why? Well, I'm going to tell you why. Number one, is you got to get rid of the guesswork. Okay. You got to get rid of the guesswork. If you're guessing, or if you're going out on a whim, or if you're making an emotional decision, you've already failed, right? Sun Tzu, The Art of the War. In that book, he states, the battle is won before it's started. Okay, I'm going to say that one more time. The battle has been won before the battle has started. What does that mean? That means, in terms of trading, when I approach the market at 9:30, the battle has already won. Why? Because I'm literally executing today. That's it. There's no thinking, there's no hesitation, there's no reservation, there's no if and but what, none of that. When I see my edge, I pull the trigger. Now ask yourself, how nice would it be to not have to worry about the doubt, the second guessing, right? The emotional guesswork, right? How nice would it be to literally pull that out of the market and then start to actually make money? Like, come on, guys. Like, trading, it's so crazy and so full circle. If you can learn to stop caring so damn much about just being green and instead focus on execution, guess what happens? You become green. You literally become consistent. Your equity curve just skyrockets on a steady upward trend, right? So once again, I want you to be able to go into tomorrow with confidence. So let me break down the trade and why we took it, right? So to be extremely clear, I got to open up the Discord and break down the pre-market plan. Okay, so this is what the market looked like before anything, right? It literally looked exactly like this. Now I want you to look at end of day, right? So if I were to take this end of day line and I'm going to add a left extension, okay? Check this out. You guys are going to be blown away right here. I'm on the 1 hour time frame. What does end of day line up with to a T? As a matter of fact, I'm going to pull out the daily. End of day is that blue line with the extension. Well, bam! That's what we call bearish structure, my friend, on the daily time frame, okay? So once again, what are chart patterns? Chart patterns are a graphical representation of human behavior. Chart patterns represent who? The banks, the institutions, the Warren Buffetts, the people with enough capital to manipulate this shit, right? So what chart patterns in front of us right here? This is what we call a bearish break and retest, okay? This is what? Bearish. This is a bearish chart pattern, meaning if the chart pattern presents itself, there is a higher probability of one thing happening over another. In this case, it's bearish. So therefore, there's a higher probability that the market will be bearish today. And guys, this is end of day. This is 57536. Notice, so if we go to the Discord, when I'm doing my pre-market plan, I see this and I'm like, oh shit, guys, we have to watch this level. This is critical. What do you know? It's a pit number. Of course it's critical. This is why you have to trade pit numbers. Previous day high, previous day low, previous day open, and end of day. You have to trade these. Guys, they have extreme significance. Right? So this is what I wrote. Look at this. This is what I wrote in the pre-market plan, okay? Here's the graphical presentation highlighting end of day. I'm looking to see who can control end of day, and I write pre-market plan, critical level of interest, end of day, 57536. Bullish scenario. I'm watching EOD close to determine market conditions. Also, watching the open to see if buyers can show strength and acceptance. HPT crossover criteria for long plays, targeting, whatever. Bearish scenario. Watching for sellers to defend end of day along with market open for short plays. Look at this, guys. I can't stress this enough. Targeting PDL. In bold writing, selling pressure below previous day low is very bearish, and I will be looking for a short targeting 570.63. So once again, selling pressure below PDL. Why? What moving average is lining up with PDL? the 50 EMA on the 1 hour. So once again, any selling pressure below this level, and I am extremely bearish, right? So the market opens, and I'm just chilling. I'm waiting for my criteria. And then right here at 10:09 a.m., I write in the Discord, I am in short. Look at this in front of you. Guys, if you can learn to wait for this criteria, and when you see it, if you can pull the trigger without any doubt, without any emotion, and guys, it felt very uncomfortable. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm literally shorting a double bottom. I'm shorting a double bottom off PDL. That's a bullish chart pattern. And I'm playing short into it, right? So guys, if you take anything from this video, please let it be focus and study on this setup, this criteria, open print, moving average cross, red bar, green bar ignored. Guys, I'm going to say this shit until I'm blue in the face because this shit is printing me money. It's literally printing me and the whole team money. I'm not just getting up here and talking bullshit. Look at the data. For the last 8 months, this shit prints more often than it doesn't. Therefore, you must try it. Execute it. And you know what the best part about this is? It takes no thought. It literally takes no thought for you to execute this strategy. What else about this chart pattern in front of us is repeatable? Meaning, what else do we see right here that we can look for tomorrow? Look at the moving average, guys. Is that unhealthy or is that healthy? That is the most healthiest moving average. There's no gap. There's no extension. Moving average cross over the 50. And guess what, guys? What's this? End of day. The pre-market plan was very specific. If sellers hold end of day and we see selling pressure below PDL, what are we doing? It's going down. We are shorting the market. No ifs, no buts, no what ifs, no oh my God, but what, if buyers show up, it looks scary. None of that. I'm pulling the trigger every single time I see this setup. And I'm going to continue to do it until the end of time. Until the data tells me different, I will pull this trigger every single time, taking the guesswork completely out of this game. I'm sorry, guys. I'm pumped. I'm amped because, guys, if it's not the strategy, okay? It's not even the reason why this strategy works is because it's so damn easy to execute. This strategy will stop working the day I fumble the execution. If I'm not executing correctly, this won't work. And neither will the strategy you're trading, and neither will the strategy that anyone trades. A strategy is only as good as the individual executing it. A car is only as fast as the individual that's executing it. A plane can only fly as high as the individual that's executing it. See, the plane isn't powerful. It's the individual driving it that makes it powerful. The car is not powerful. The individual behind the car is what makes it powerful. See, we have one job: to execute. That is it. I don't care what your strategy is. As a matter of fact, I hope you can find a strategy that has a better win ratio than mine. I hope you can. I will trade it. But until then, for the last 8 months, this thing's been performing. So if you're not trading this strategy, I'm sorry, guys. That's on you. We've made this as simple as possible. Moving average cross, green bar ignored. I'm in the market short, and I'm literally out of this trade in 11 minutes. Notice, did we get some pullback? Remember, guys, I got in short right here. I'm in short right here. Where does my stop go? Above the green candle. It has to. Why? Because until buyers take that back, this bitch is bearish. I don't care if it takes an hour. I don't care if it consolidates for an hour, 2 hours. Until the top of this candle breaks, I have to stay in it. And that's just part of the game because this is still bearish. Then we got yet again another green bar here, completely ignored off PDL. 11-minute trade. I think I bought my contracts for $920 and sold them for like 260, something like that. Or I'm sorry, 1260. The easiest trade, right? But once again, guys, it's easy to look at this chart and go, yeah, Josh, that of course, we need to be studying this chart. This needs to become subconsciously burnt into our mind so that come tomorrow, we execute the right way, guys. Listen, like, once again, my one sole purpose, guys, is to build a Discord filled with traders that just execute over and over and over. There's no thinking. I don't want you to have to think. I want you to be like me. I'll be dropping my daughter off at school. Oh, I see the strategy. I'm in it. There's no thinking. There's nothing else involved. The only thing I need to do is pull the trigger and take profit. And then the most important part is log it, right? You guys know about the high-level summaries. If you don't, click the first link. I will send them to you for free on a weekly basis. This is where we log the data. This was literally today's trade. So once again, what do we do at the end of the week, guys? We go through the data. We go through the data. We burn it into our mind over and over and over again. And you know what the product of that is? The whole team's fucking killing it. Well, I got traders that literally started 3 weeks ago that I'm mentoring that are pulling triggers. It's not a hard strategy, but it can't be hard. It got to be simple, right? So I appreciate you guys, man. I love you guys. HPT is starting to really blow. We're getting a lot of feedback. But, no matter where, life takes us, guys, my one purpose is to help you the way I needed it. It took me 6 years to figure out how important execution is. Don't let that be you. Just focus on execution. If you make a red trade, so be it. As a matter of fact, out of 100 trades, what is it? 19 of them are going to be red, but the other 81 are going to be profitable. That's fine. That is extremely fine because when I make $300 on this trade, I only lose 180 or 200 on the other ones. Risk reward is in check. My equation is profitable. Therefore, I don't have to worry at night. When I go to bed, I know, listen, as long as I can get in my car, put the key in, and turn it, I could literally drive as fast as I want. I'm in control, not the market. I love you guys. Take advantage of the March offer, 20% off, less than $1.50 a day to trade with us. I love you guys. Stay blessed. I'll see you in the next.